No, don't come on.
Graduated high school in El Cajon High School in El Cajon, California. His military career began in 1972, June of 1972, and non-commissioned officer in charge of the United States Army Health Clinic and the ambulance section of Fort Greely, Alaska in April of 1989. His previous assignments are many. He's been in the Computer Systems Command in Zweibrücken, Germany, Management Information Systems Office at Fort MacArthur, California, the Management Information Systems Office at Walter Reed. Boy, that was a good assignment in Washington, D.C. Medac, Fort Carson, Colorado. First, the 15th Infantry, Kitzingen, Germany. There you go. First Aviation Battalion and 82nd Medical Detachment, Fort Riley, Kansas. U.S. Army Recruiting Battalion, Santa Ana and Los Angeles, California. And 3rd of the 187th Infantry, 101st Airborne Division during Operation Desert Storm in Saudi Arabia. He holds the Army Commendation Medal with 2 oak leaf clusters, the Army Achievement Medal with 3rd oak leaf cluster, Good Conduct Medal, 6th award, National Defense Service Medal with 2 service stars, Southwest Asia Service Medal with 1 service star, the NCO Professional Development Ribbon with numeral 3, and the Army Service Ribbon, Overseas Service Ribbon with numeral 2, the Kuwaiti Liberation Medal, Combat Medical Badge, which he earned over in Saudi Arabia, and the U.S. Army Gold Recruiter Badge with 3 sapphires, Sapphire Achievement Stars, and the Aircraft Crewman's Badge. Sergeant Morrow has 3 children. One of them's here tonight, and that's Kyle. Quentin's off at school, and Neil's down in the lower 48. His lovely wife is Patricia, and they celebrate their 20th anniversary just 30 days after he gets out of the service. They're planning on living in Carson City, Nevada, and I'm pleased to have done business with this non-commissioned officer. At this time, I'd like to have the retiree post. Sergeant Morrow, if you come forward here, we got a little bit of stuff to do with you. And I'd also like to introduce the commander. All of you know Captain Otto, if you'd come forward at this time, sir.
Okay, they'll be right here.
Well, if you don't, this is America. To all who shall see these presents, greetings. This is to certify that the President of the United States of America, authorized by Executive Order 16 January 1969, has awarded the Meritorious Service Medal to Staff Sergeant Neil F. Morrow, Jr., United States Army Health Clinic, Fort Greely, Alaska, for outstanding meritorious service while assigned in various positions of responsibility and trust. He is culminating his military career as non-commissioned officer in charge, United States Army Health Clinic. Upon retirement, Staff Sergeant Morrow is recognized for outstanding performance of duty, which represents exemplary achievements in the finest tradition of the United States Army, from 20 January 1973 to 1 February 1993. Given under my hand in the city of Washington this 19th day of October 1992, signed the Honorable Michael P.W. Stone, Secretary of the Army.
Eddie.
It's like formal.
And then we're going to make you talk.
Save it. Wait, sir.
I'm going to make you talk. When you first started saying Congratulations, Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
I got a couple things to say. First off, this is an NCO day. It's not an officer day. So First Sergeant's handling this very well. Put this all together, and I'm just going to say a couple words and shut up. Sergeant Morrow, it's a happy day for him. He's leaving, going on to bigger and better things, maybe.
Yes, sir.
In Carson City, Nevada. Is that right?
That's correct, sir.
Okay. It's a happy day for him, a sad day for us. We're going to miss him. He's done a lot of good work for us, and we thank you for that. Biggest thing I want to thank you for is keeping up with the mission right till the end, right till you left. Never retiring on active duty. Run into that sometimes. and I wish you all the best, and your wife, good luck. Do you have anything, oh, you want to wait for this?
Yeah, we want to wait. We don't want to
Do we want to
make them
hold your
talk.
applause to the end, too?
Yeah, we're going to wait. We're going to give them some more things.
Okay, we're going to give them some more.
Certificate of Retirement. From the Armed Forces of the United States of America, to all who shall see these presents greeting. This is to certify that Neil F. Morrow Jr., 552-94-0670, Staff Sergeant, Regular Army, having served faithfully and honorably, is retired from the United States Army on the first day of February, 1993. Signed, General Sullivan, United States Army, Chief of Staff. He also receives a pin of retirement, too.
Thank you, sir. Stick around for a while, might be.
11 more years, unless they pass the 15-year retirement. I saw that in the Army time.
I've been reading that fast. I first came in, didn't never happen.
You want me to take those, because they're going to get
Yes.
awful heavy.
Okay.
Well,
By the way,
we can put them over here.
His MSM is here, and this is here. We'll display them all here in just a few minutes, sir. Remember, I'm in charge right now.
Okay.
It's an NCO day.
I thought you always were, Tom.
Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States. Staff Sergeant Neil F. Morrow, Jr., United States Army. I extend to you my personal thanks and sincere appreciation of grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to our country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during critical time in its history with devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. I trust that in the coming years you will maintain an active interest in the armed forces and the purpose of which you have served. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future, President George Bush, Commander-in-Chief.
Please for a while.
I told the first sergeant he gets one of those from somebody different.
Mr. Perot, huh?
I got a dryer.
Patty, you're going to have to take a break from that thing, okay?
Rolling.
Red light's on.
Good to go.
Resume. Take 33. Department of the Army, Certificate of Appreciation. To all who shall see these presents, greeting. This is to certify that Mrs. Patricia A. Morrow, on the occasion of retirement of his wife from her husband from active duty, has earned grateful appreciation for her and I'm sorry, Patty.
It's on tape, too.
No, the certificate has him and not her. So I'm trying to switch it around. The certificate is incorrect, so I'm punting. As a good NCO should do, correct?
Right.
Okay, so bear with me. Unselfish, faithful, and devoted service. Your unfailing support and understanding helped make it possible for her husband's lasting contribution to the nation. Signed, General Sullivan, Commander-in-Chief. And we'll get you another certificate, Patty. And this is a little something for you, Patricia, that we'll have Neil pin on, if you will.
You see, I can do that without making it fall apart. If I stick you, don't say ow.
You blew me away. We'll have to have Jim.
Because he's paying around kids on the ones after.
Patty, because this says, this is incorrect, and it says his wife and not his, her husband, we're going to have the general come down here this afternoon to do another one.
Okay,
We'll get
no
you-
problem.
We'll get you. Okay, at this time, sir, if you'd like to have a seat, and Patty, if you'd like to take a seat, we've still got more for Sergeant Morrow. We're standing in the hangar. So if anything, we need to thank Sergeant Morrow for that much. I've got a little something here. Special Forces Recruiting Team. Congratulations. You have been identified by PERSCOM as meeting the initial qualifications to become a member. I can't find it. This is for DNC purposes only. But on behalf of the soldiers, we'd like to present you with this weapon. Muzzle up.
Don't point at the audience. That's nice stuff.
And then on the behalf of the unit, we wish you and your family the very best in your future endeavors, and that's from all of us. And I just think the unit contributed, and it's something, you know, you get a gold pan or you get a plaque and you hang it on your wall, and that's the end of it. Every now and then you go back and look at that and say, yeah, that's pretty nice. But this is something that I think Sergeant Morrow will take out in the woods, or in Nevada City, Carson City. What do they have there, like sand dunes? Jackrabbit hunt. But it's also something that he can hand down to his son in the Army. And I just thought it was a lot nicer than a plaque, and I think that's fitting for you.
Thank you, guys.
I have one more.
Now, if you're real good, next week you get a bullet.
Before Sergeant Morrow says anything, I'm going to say something and let it open for everybody. An American soldier's creed. I am an American soldier. I proudly serve my country in a noble cause. I am prepared to give my life to keep our nation free. I will keep myself fit to perform my duty and can be trusted to do my best. Other soldiers can depend on me. And I will follow my leaders faithfully. This baby chokes me up. Maybe not you, but this baby's touching to me. In battle, I will never falter. Brave soldiers of the past would be proud of me. I am an American soldier. And the reason it's touching to me is because it fits this soldier, this non-commissioned officer. I had to go to his door one day and knock and say, hey, Sergeant Morrow, your number's come up. You're going to war. And I never had to do anything like that before, nor have I ever stood in front of a group and retired a soldier. So I'm doing first things with him, and I feel proud to do that because he is truly a non-commissioned officer and a soldier that I respect and care for as a friend. He is an American soldier. He served his country in peace and war for 20 years. And when called upon to go to Saudi Arabia in Desert Storm, he went and would have given his life. He humped many miles with the best of them, and he's told me that. He put a rucksack on, and not only did he did it before Saudi, but he did it during Saudi. He did his job and more, and he always followed what his leaders said. And whatever they called upon him to do, he was there to do it. But I think he may have said his favorite line, or his favorite phrase, and that was, you don't understand. You don't understand. Hold it, you don't understand. You don't understand. Wait a minute, you don't understand. Or, the bottom line is, the bottom line to this whole thing is I'm going, or I'll do it. But he always did it. And he always had something to say to you, and if it wasn't the right thing, or if it was the right thing, he always did his job and he always did his mission. And I'm proud of him for that. I'm proud to have been a part of his career. He's a friend, a fellow soldier, and a fellow non-commissioned officer that I will certainly miss. And I wish you and your family the very best in your future endeavors, and may God bless you. At this time, I want to leave the floor open. I'm not saying roast a man and let's do him dirty. But if there's anything that anybody would like to say at this time, you're more than welcome to come forward and speak on your behalf, your section's behalf, your soldiers' behalf, or just to say something Sergeant Morrow. Is there anybody that would like to use the floor at this time? They're flabbergasted. Sergeant Chris, come on up here.
Well, I'd like to say, like I said, I've gotten to know Sergeant Morrow and his family pretty well. He's been a good person to know, and I'm not good at these speeches, so bear with me.
Should have wrote it down.
Should have wrote it down. Like, sometimes you don't know exactly, or you can't really see what a person really does or what he means to a unit until you walk in a person's shoes yourself. I've had the opportunity to take over at the clinic NCOIC. By working in a pharmacy, you don't get a chance to take care of soldiers or put out a lot of fires that top sets for you. Like I said, I've gotten a real overview now of what Sergeant Morrow did and what he really meant to the unit. And I can say that he had a hard job and he did a good job. And I would hope to think that I could be as good as he was at his job. And I wish him and his family the best. And I know this won't be the last time I'll see Sergeant Morrow because we've got two ladies over there as sisters. And like I said, and I know we'll be seeing each other in the future, and I wish them all the best of luck.
Last call. Sergeant Morrow, it's all yours.
I gotta grab something quick.
He's got it written down.
Oh, no.
Actually, I didn't write anything down. In fact, you can ask Tom. I was talking to him, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And it's kind of very hard to wrap up 20 years of something in a 3x5 card sitting behind the podium. You know, I've said to a lot of these parades where you stood out in formation and you were bitching and moaning why you were there and that kind of thing. And hopefully you like the arrangement we have here versus being in a parade. I figured this would be a much nicer environment to do it in. I got a few people I need to thank, just like you see at the parade field. But it's pretty heartfelt. Obviously the first one was that lady behind the camera over there, Mr. Canna Cameron. For 20 years she's put up with me, and God knows that was difficult. I don't know how she did it. I just hope she decides to stick around for 20 more. That would make things real nice. How the Army put up with me for 20 years is another good one. They did. At times I wasn't sure I was going to make it this far. I think all of you are sitting at a point in your career right now that you've got some real difficult decisions to make in the future. The Army's a good way of life. You know, I really have no bitches, moans, or complaints. Yes, I'd like to have been Sergeant Major of the Army, but who wouldn't, right? You know, you need to do what your heart tells you to. You know, there's a lot of jobs that you can have throughout your life. But if you think about it and you think deep in your heart and think, okay, well, this guy's a vice president of IBM, or he's working at McDonald's as a manager, or working at a gas station, you know, what kind of pride do you get from that? Think about being a soldier. I've spent 20 years defending my country, the soldiers I work with, and my family. You know, and if there's a job that means more than that, I don't know what it is. Another person I need to thank is that first sergeant sitting right there. He's an amazing man. He really is. He has been under the gun for the last couple of months like you wouldn't believe. He's been pack clerk, first sergeant, commander at times when he's off doing his PT or whatever he does up in Fairbanks. He's just had a lot of things going on, and he took the time to put this retirement ceremony for me together, and I know he did that basically on himself, and I want to thank you very personally for that. We mean a lot to each other. You know, in 20 years, I'm not sure what I've learned, okay? I mean, there's so much, it's unbelievable, but to try to encompass that into one statement is pretty hard to do. But I think that probably the biggest judgment that you can give for any soldier, any judgment you can make of a soldier is that would you go to war with that individual? You know, no matter whether you like him, dislike him, or how it is, truth of the matter is, if you can look to your buddy, you can look left, you can look right, and you say you'd go to war with that individual, That means a lot, and I want you to know that I'd go to war with any of you. One of you back there I have been to war with. First Sergeant, I'd go to war with you anytime. There's a poem by Roger Kipling, and one of my favorites has been ever since I've been in the Army. And basically what it's about is about a soldier, okay? And I don't know if you know it or not, but in the British Army, a soldier is called a Tommy. And Roger Kipling, he wrote, it's, oh, Johnny this, and Johnny that, and Johnny go away. But it's, oh, please, Mr. Atkinson, sir, when the band begins to play. And what that basically means is you don't mean a lot to everybody around you or civilians until the time you go to war. And then you're very important. So I want each one of you to take nothing out of here. What you do is really important. Your job is important. We don't, you know, we're medics. We're part of the medical field. We treat people. We take care of them. And if there's a higher calling than that in the world, I don't know what it is. I guess in parting, I just want to say I'm proud to serve with each and every one of you. This place has been amazing at times. I've had my highs and lows that range a ping pong ball couldn't reach. Some of you, a lot of you have been great to me. You've worked with me. You've helped me in every way you can. A few of you I've spent a lot of time with. Sergeant Chris, Sergeant Veneer, Sergeant Wallner, Corporal Kelly, Specialist Freebie. A lot of you have been here a long time. Who's taking over for me when I leave? I'm the longest soldier here. Who's next? Sergeant Veneer, is that you? Huh? Sergeant Veneer, okay. But I just wanted to thank you for everything you did. This meant a lot to me. You know, I'll put it on my wall. I'll probably take it out and shoot a couple things every once in a while with it. Every time I kill something, I'll think of you. But I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, for my family. Thank you for your time, and thanks for working with me. That's it.